What is going on YouTube? This is your boy King BK. I'm coming back at you guys again today with another Bullet Force video. Today we're going to be discussing the top 5 most important tips to become a Bullet Force Pro. But before we get started with the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, drop a like if you haven't already, and hit that post notification bell to stay notified anytime I drop a new video. Without any further ado, let's hop straight into the video. Now, tip number 1 is of course perks. Now, I know perks don't really sound important in becoming a Bullet Force Pro, but they actually help out a lot. Some of my favorite perks are of course Rapid Heal. Basically, if you're getting shot at, it's going to allow you to heal faster. Then we have Rapid Draw. This allows you to aim down your scope faster. So if you and your opponent both decide to aim down your scope at the same time, you'll be able to aim it down faster than him and basically kill him. Then you have Super Strafe. This gives you more movement while your scope is aimed in. Then we have Trigger Finger. This turns any semi-automatic weapon into an automatic weapon, such as the Sega. It's a pretty useful perk. And then the last perk is FMG. This I think is it's the best utilized with SMGs because they have a high rate of fire and it allows those bullets to penetrate better. Now, going on to tip number 2 is of course get headshots. Now, you guys are probably saying, King BK, that's obvious, getting headshots, but I still want to emphasize on it because a lot of people don't take this tip to heart. Now, looking at headshots and body shots take between 3 to 5 kills to get a kill, and headshots are only between 1 and 3 kills, and most weapons are 1 and 2. So already right there's a big differential in how much bullets it takes to get a kill. So if you guys do aim for headshots, you're going to get kills a lot faster, and it's basically going to elevate your game and allow you to get kills a lot quicker. Now, tip number 3, of course, is sensitivity. Now, sensitivity is what dictates your reaction time. So let's say you're getting shot at from in the back. If you have a high sensitivity, you're going to be able to turn around quickly and kill that person instead of them killing you. Now, I highly recommend that you guys have this at 200, and then from that point of 200, try to tweak it to your liking. So maybe have it at 140, 150. Me personally, on my S7 Edge, I like to have a sensitivity of 140. I think that's a sweet spot, but it will vary from device to device because on my S5, I used to have it at around 225. So I highly recommend that you guys try having a high sensitivity, and then from then on trying to tweak it and having a good balance between sensitivity and actually being able to control it. Now, tip number 4 is aiming sensitivity. This is what's going to dictate how much you're able to move your scope while it's scoped in. So let's say you're a sniper and you're using your sight. If you have your aiming sensitivity at a 40 while scoped in, your scope will not budge, okay? It will make your shots really stable, but you won't have any room to move around. So really small margin for error. And if you have it too high, you're going to notice that your scope moves around the place and you won't be able to get kills. So I highly recommend trying to find a balance between low and high sensitivity so that your shots are balanced enough and that you have enough room to move around. Now, going on to tip number 5, this is probably the most important tip, and that is stop pointing your gun towards the ground. Now, what I mean by this, a lot of the times when you're running or walking in Bullet Force, our guns are pointed towards the ground. And basically what this means, when you go up against the enemy, you're taking extra seconds to lift your gun from the ground towards that enemy's head, and that basically gets you killed a lot faster. But right, if you have your gun always aimed towards the middle of the screen or a little bit higher than that, most of the time when you encounter an enemy, all you have to do is hit that fire button and then you're gonna get a kill. Sometimes they might crouch and you might have to aim your gun towards the ground, but 80% of the time, if you have your gun pointed towards the middle of the screen, all you're gonna have to do is hit that fire button and you're gonna get kills. It's really helpful, and I think that this is something that people don't do enough. But yeah, those are my top 5 most important tips. If you guys have your own list, leave them in the comment section down below. You know what I'm saying? I would be glad to hear those lists. And if anybody decides to use my list, tell me, does it help you? Did it help at all? Or did it make you worse? Give me some feedback. But yeah, that's the end of today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, hit that post notification bell. This is your boy King BK, and I will see you guys in the next video.